if any of you out there begin to sense that the bees are unhappy with you and they buzz you there, you may want to move back here so you're not in front of them in that flight path. Other than that, we're going to try to get through this as efficiently as possible, if not as quickly as possible. Of course, this is the fall of the season. This is the time when we're getting ready to shut our bees down and we're ready to harvest whatever we can find for ourselves. And what we're looking for are nice, full, fully capped frames of honey. That one's got one little ding in the other side where the hive tool went in, but other than that, that's about as good as you can hope to get. There's just not much there that isn't all cured up and good. I will also tell you this, it doesn't have to look like this. You can pick your frame up out of there. If you can hold it like that and you can shake it really hard and nothing comes out, that honey is cured and you can take it. Okay, so it doesn't have to be 100% capped. We'd like to see it like this, but if it's not, okay, take your honey and enjoy it. Yes, Sue, big bill. One of my favorite little tricks of all is this stuff right here. It's wintergreen alcohol. If you have been in a situation where there are bees around and they're stinging, because that's where they always go for. That in my ears, you know, a little alcohol on there makes a world of difference with what's going on. If you get stung, you pull the stinger out, put smoke on it. If that doesn't work, put some more alcohol on, and you'll be good to go. This is wintergreen. The bees love it. Having said that, we are going to go down here and test this in the hive. I will tell you this about observing these hives this morning. I was here early, helping Dave set up a little bit. Not really, but I brought a couple of canopies for him to use. So we were here a little bit early, and I have to confess, much as I don't want to, the styrofoam hives were flying better.
Really? Wow.
They were flying earlier this morning than the wooden hives.
Do you think they hold the heat longer?
That darker.
Don't know. Could be the color, could be the color, could be the fact that it's warmer inside the hive because they didn't have to worry about last night's cool temperatures. I'm just telling you. My observation this morning was that the styrofoam hives were flying faster and heavier early in the morning than were the... Why'd you let him do that? He's not under propolis control this month. You let him stick everything together.
Some of my hives you have to dynamite apart.
They're trying for real world situations.
I had some this week when I didn't think a 10-inch hive tool was going to get them apart.
Yeah.
I hadn't been into them for a while, and they were pretty stuck. I hate that plopping sound when you pull them loose and everything starts happening.
They're not real fond of it either.
No, they're not. I always put everything out there in front of my hives when I'm working on them because out there I don't step on it because I don't walk that way. I always walk behind the hive. It's kind of like a barrier to me. Don't walk over there because you don't want to really be in that stuff anyway. Ah, what do we got going on here?
Paint.
See what's on the front of the hive?
It's upside down.
That is a dead wax moth. Now, it was waiting to sneak in there. I find when I work with most hobbyist beekeepers, to be honest with you, they use a bit too much smoke for my taste. I tend to be a bit frugal on the smoke. David's done pretty well in here. This isn't bad.
It's like having your work graded in front of the whole class.
He just misspelled one word. Okay, here again, we're just getting started on this. This is a brand new hive he put in this spring. It's a swarm. Right. That he introduced into the apiary. This one's a It's just getting started.
Oh, yeah.
It's not really ripe. But probably if we combine it with the rest of the stuff in here, we'll find out that it's okay.
I'm surprised. So you use the tool that newfangled.
Dave asked me to do it.
Oh.
Get in the middle,
Pretty.
you start getting into a little bit more. Now to me, this is a classic. I want to point this out to everybody because this to me is just absolutely classic. Whether there's been brood raised in here or not, doesn't matter. It's a little bit darker, which gives me an indication that maybe there was brood raised in there or not. But the bees have patched that brood out and they have filled in behind with honey. The queen cannot get back in there. This hive is coming to the recognition that winter is coming. We need to get her pushed down. We need to fill in behind with honey. And we need to get all this stuff done. So this hive is doing exactly what I was hoping it would be doing. I'm sure that this hive is going to be just fine. Dave's got a decent honey crop here. I just want to grab one of these. I'm sure that all of you, being beekeepers, have gone through this. But there, take that. That's always a good
That's
demo.
why I use mediums.
Good heavy solid frame of honey. It would weigh another half a pound if it was finished filling. Anybody else want to handle it?
Been there, done that. Question is security.
Yep, pretty much.
Is that a drone cell down at the bottom?
This is burr comb. Yeah. That's all that is. That's beekeeper honey.
Okay.
I want you to notice here.
You guys are profit for the year.
Notice the more yellow cappings in this area here.
Yeah.
There's one of two things going on. Either they're reusing wax to seal that honey up with, which is always darker, or they've walked on it a lot more. Notice the white wax in the corners? That's where they don't track it up. They either don't track it up, and that's brand new wax right from their wax glands. You have to excuse me talking around my honey. I'm just sitting here tasting this stuff.
How is it?
Sweet.
Sticky. Rick's
It's not
favorite
bad.
word, sticky.
This year's not a great honey as far as I'm concerned. There's not a lot of flavor to it. It's sweet, but it's gone. The taste is gone now. There's no floral left behind or anything like that, so it's a little different. Every year is different. This is just burr comb that exists between the boxes. Bees do that. It'll always be drone size. They never make worker size cells in between the boxes. It's always drone size. So that's, you know, the hive's looking good. Everything's going normal. Anybody else need a chalk?
I want to shake the bees off first.
I'm trying.
Makes the honey bitter if you eat it with the bees.
No. Anybody else? You want some? That was a little sweeter. Ooh.
Should you remove the burr comb? Or does
I
it-
did just because I was having a sample.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter whether you do or not.
Uh-huh.
I would say this, if you go into the honey house and you've got burr comb on the bottom of the frames, you're going to remove it anyway. You don't want it there for the next year.
Right.
So you're going to get rid of it, one way or another. Now, Dave.